Hello, my beautiful Geminis. How are you doing for May? And happy birthday for those of you who are early gems and having your birthday at the end of May. So let's see what we've got for you for May. What's going on for Gemini, please? Please excuse my throat, a bit croaky. I've been doing so many readings that my throat is a little bit croaky. Alrighty. So your overall energy, my darling Geminis, is that you are moving away from something that you no longer want. And you're doing it quietly and discreetly. You're taking those 5 swords, you're leaving 2 behind, and you're off. So you are moving away from something. Now, when we look at the timing of May for you, it's approaching your birthday season. And if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I say that your birthday is your New Year's Day. It's your solar return, it's the completion of one cycle and the beginning of the next cycle. So as you're getting towards your birthday, we always see this in your sort of 12 months before you hit your birthday and you're in your first month. So you're finishing off something here from the last year. It could be from last week, last month, from 10, 11 months ago, but you're leaving something behind, which is going to make you very much happier. And you have the Fool as a new beginning. Now that's going to kick in around your birthday. So if you're a June Gemini, this may not apply to you till then. So let's have a look at what is going on for you specifically. What are you leaving? You've definitely got a new beginning. Ace of Swords. This new beginning in the way you think, in the way you act. You're using that sword of truth to cut through illusion, deception, grandiose. They're giving me the word grandiose, which isn't a word I would normally use. So this is coming from my angels. You're cutting through the grandiose to see what is underneath, that all that glitters is not gold, that you're looking under the shiny, shiny surface and finding something that is very dull and stale underneath. And that is what you are then cutting out and cutting through. Going, nope, that's what's going. That is what is going. That is what you're leaving behind. You know, sometimes we can meet people that come across as being really successful and really lovely and really genuine, and then we drill down and find that it's full of crap and it's an illusion. And what we're doing, it's not very nice having that experience. What it does is it sharpens our eyes to the truth. And, you know, we don't get fooled again. We're much more wise. We've wised up, okay? Now, this is what I feel that this is about for you. So a job that might have looked like it was the best thing since sliced bread turned out to be not so good, and you're off. Same thing with relationships. Whatever this is, however it resonates for you, but with that understanding comes this happiness. You're like, yay, it might have been a challenging and difficult lesson. It usually is when we get to the Ace of Swords, because this comes after the 10, and the 10 of Swords is that stabbed in the back, anxiety, hurt, pained experience that you have been through and out the other side in order to come to the Ace. So it means that all of that nasty, deceptive, illusion crap is behind you, and you're moving forward now, taking a leap of faith with the Fool into a brand new beginning, taking with you what you've learnt, leaving behind you what you don't need. So what you don't need is any bitterness or hurt about it. Let that go and say, actually, this was a good lesson, and I have grown in wisdom and intuity and all sorts of different ways. And so I'm not bitter about this at all. I'm really glad that I have understood much more about the way life is and the way that people sometimes are. And now I can take that knowledge with me into the future and be much more, wow, okay, we've got another ace. Page, okay. All right, so we've got the Ace of Pentacles next to the Ace of Swords. So this new beginning is going to bring you to a place where you feel more secure, more stable, and also more financially grounded. Some of you may have been ripped off, scammed, you may have been let down, but you have learned, and it has strengthened you and strengthened up that foundation. Again, another new beginning. 3. Back to back here, guys. Now we've got the Page of Swords, similar to the Ace. He uses that sword of truth to cut through illusion, and he is bringing in news and information to help you with this movement forward. Now when we're looking at, well, what is that movement forward? It's in a different direction. It's not where you were, it's going to be something different. So what we've got here is moving into a place. It's a slightly different direction, but it's going to be fine. It's meant to be. And the page is going to bring you in this information to help you to know which direction to go in. So this offers opportunities, insight. It doesn't have to come from outside of you, you know, this information. It doesn't have to be an email or a letter or something somebody says. It can be your inner voice, your inner self, cutting through false hopes, illusions, cutting through disappointments to say, no, it's going to be okay, you know, it's going to be fine, because it is, because we've got all of this brand new beginning, which is very positive, very positive. Tell me a bit more about the Ace of Swords, please. Tell me a bit more. Okay, so this new beginning in terms of moving forward is going to be much more collaborative, much more working with others, being part of a team, a part of, for some of you, part of a family where you've been outside of a family or not in a family. Yeah, they're just saying that where some of you have been on your own, feeling quite isolated, the 3 of Pentacles is coming in to say, I can now be part of, right? So you might be joining a group, a club, a community thing. You may be starting a new relationship and becoming part of that person's friends group and family. You are included in working with other people. For those of you who are beginning a new job, this is part of a team and feeling that support around you. It feels much more supportive, much more grounded, and much more secure than you have had before. You have struggled, hence the 4 of Pentacles here, hanging on to that money. I know, I read all of your comments, and I know many of you have had a tough year financially and have struggled in many ways. And what you're wanting and having here is a new beginning opening up in terms of finances and security, to feel more stable and more grounded, to feel more in charge of your own destiny. I'm going to put those down, and we're going to see what the Lenormand want to add to this for you. What have you got for Gemini for May, please? What have you got for Gemini for May? What else do you want me to tell Gemini? We want that one, do we? Okay. All right, lovely. 4-leaf clover. This is the card of good luck, good fortune. You know, with all of these aces and the Fool and this new beginning, they're absolutely confirming that this is a positive new beginning for you guys. A positive, helpful, supportive new beginning. Now, you know, we don't like new beginnings because it means change. I know that sounds a bit potty, but you know, we'll say, oh yeah, I'll have a new beginning as long as it's guaranteed to be perfect and easy. Sometimes change is a bit disruptive, you know, changing jobs, moving home, they can be, you know, stressful, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. So whatever wobbles come up, use those swords. Come on, this is air energy in your Gemini. You can do this. Use those swords and that incredibly analytical Mercury-led mind to cut through any doubts and fears and say, yes, this is serving me. Yes, this is moving me forward, and I can finally let go of the mask, let go of deception, and move into a better place. You've got definite deception going on here. The snake is deception. He can be deception. We're leaving behind this. We're leaving behind needing to put a mask on. We're standing in our truth, and we're saying, no, I know who I am and where I'm going. And Yeah, I've learned loads, and I am taking what I've learned with me into a much brighter, more positive, and more, what's the word I'm looking for here? Give me the right word, please. Fortunate. Okay, this is good luck and good fortune. My angels just give me the word fortunate. It's a fortunate new beginning. All right, my darling Geminis, I hope that helps. My angels want me to add one more card for you from them directly to you. That one. Okay, we are awakening to your incredible light, your power, your brightness. This crystal here is just an energy source of power, and she is there rising up out of this orchid with this power. This is you rising up from the ashes, rising up from what you've been through, rising into a new day, a new dawn, a new beginning. All right, my darling Geminis, lovely reading, lovely May for you. Happy, happy birthday. And I will see you for the weeklies, or I'll see you in June. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.